Hello, church. Father Jim here. I'm not wearing a dog collar today, and I felt maybe I should. I walked inside, and there's a game show on, and there's a guy there in his clergy garb on, and I thought, why do they do that? Why do they do that? So there he is. He's a game show contestant, and he's got his collar on. He's a great witness for who knows what. I don't know how many people come on from a game show and said, since seeing you on the game show, I feel drawn towards the church. It's what you said. I don't know about that. Anyway, today's readings, we started with the book of Colossians, and seeing how we were at the very beginning, I thought I would read up about the book and how it came to be. And it's one of the 4 prison epistles that Paul wrote when he was in Rome in prison, along with Philemon, Ephesians, and Philippians. And he's writing to a church of people he'd never met before. He'd never been to Colossae. He doesn't know these people, but he'd heard some things were going on with them that shouldn't be happening. And with Paul, the primacy for him is always on Christ. And his idea is that if you lose track of that, you're heading down a road, you're going in the wrong direction, and you need to take stock again. And that's a message that hasn't lost its effect, its importance. It's important to us today. We're finding all kinds of ways of hooking up with each other, and we forget that Paul, even in prison, there he was in the house arrest of all house arrests. He's down there, and he's either finding ways of keeping himself busy, or he's being a busybody, or he's trying to do something more, trying to keep the church together and the work of Christ continuing. What he was concerned about was some different thoughts that were coming in, some types of Gnostic thinking and what have you, that were, he was worried that somehow the gospel itself would fizzle out in this quest for this secret knowledge. And that was his concern. He wanted people to get back on track. I've been talking to people on the phone, and I think we're all feeling the same way, that this social interacting with each other online is great, but it's not the same as meeting together. And we're all looking forward to a time of getting together again, whenever that is. I know we got another 2 weeks added on to us, or it's in the pipeline to where we'll spring our trap in May 11th. Well, some of us will. I'm 62. Maybe I get out of house arrest quicker than the rest of y'all, if rumors to be believed. I think as a group, since I've always got from people in the chaplaincy, is we're always concerned about each other. We really are. And that's not out of busybodiness. Well, some of it is, but most of it's out of genuine concern for each other and their well-being. The second concern that we've always had is one of money. And lately, I think all of us have, one way or another, well, not all of us, some of us have got this sky is falling idea, and I've gotten into it, and we're on house arrest. There's nothing we can do about things right now, other than just saying, like, when we get out, let's party like there's no tomorrow for a few days, and also bring a debt of gratitude, just thinking about a gift of gratitude for sparing us, and look at all the money we saved not going to restaurants. However, try sending me to the grocery store. That's bad news. I can tell you, I go and I got my list, and then I add things to it. And I don't price shop. The best shopper in the house is not me. So I don't know how much money we saved in the end. I hope you all are doing well. And I hope you find ways of amusing yourselves, getting around the weather. And I hope that your dose of cabin fever is tolerable to whoever you're living with. I know we've all had a bad head at one time or another, but I think we all need to be lighten up around each other, if at all possible. We're all Zoom crazy now. Everybody wants to meet on Zoom. My cousin in New Orleans, she wants to talk to Chrissy on Zoom. And Chrissy goes, why? But we've got a clergy meeting coming up on Zoom. And my yoga teacher today, she wants to meet on Zoom. And I'm excited about that because I'm the size of a house right now. Have a good week, and I'll talk to you all later. And remember, the name of the game in Paul's time and in our time as well is the primacy of Christ. Let Christ be first in your life. Let Christ be first in your thoughts and your hopes and in your aspirations. This doesn't make us any further from Christ being locked up. Amen.